EPA and WA meteorologist Bobby Martins here with your outlook for August 11th, 2021. It is Wednesday, and we have another chance for storms today, but we'll get to that in a second. The big story today is going to be the heat and humidity, and that's going to be really starting to build in today, and even more so on Thursday and Friday. Now, we kind of expected this for a while that we're going to have to deal with it this week. And today it is 90 to 95. Big difference between yesterday and today is we're not going to be dealing with the clouds in the morning. You'll have sun in the morning, sun giving way to partly cloudy skies this afternoon, and then the heat and humidity will really start to build in. In combination with these temperatures, the high dew points are going to lead to heat index values that are going to be over 100 in spots today. Especially as you get towards the urban corridor, I think you're going to be in the 100 to 105 degree range over a large area today. And that's just the start of it. We have Thursday and Friday to get through just yet, too. Here is look at the European model for this afternoon. Doesn't show anything here at all across the region, just hot temperatures. And here's what the high temperatures are projected by the European model today. And we are generally in the kind of 94, 95, 96 degree range today. So I mean, they got a couple areas getting above 95 here in south central Pennsylvania. The only place you're going to find 80 today are going to be in the mountains, and even there you're going to be in the upper 80s. So it's going to be pretty hot across the region, and especially across go right through here through the urban corridor, and you'll get some pretty high temperatures closing in on the middle 90s. Tomorrow, again, we're going to be even hotter yet. I think it's your peak heating days both Thursday and Friday, and heat indices that will reach at least 105 degrees. We're projecting heat index values to be 105, 106, 107-ish at a time on Thursday and Friday in the Philadelphia region. So it's going to be pretty hot, okay? So take it easy for the next couple of days. If you're outside, drink plenty of water and take breaks if you have to be outside to work or anything like that, as often and frequent as possible. So again, back to the European model, doesn't have anything here for today at all. There is another little mid-level wave moving through the region. It's not quite as organized or intense, if you will, as yesterday, so the coverage may be a little bit more limited and a little bit more isolated than we saw yesterday. Yesterday turned out to be a scattered thunderstorm day. Simulated radars last night were hinting at that. What it missed was that prefrontal or pre-wave, I guess, storm that ran from the Harrisburg area through the Lehigh Valley and into central and northern New Jersey. Completely missed it. It did have that second line, the main line, come through late afternoon and through mid-evening that we had showed in the video yesterday. But those simulated radars can't be taken for granted. Sometimes they're on point. Other times they're going to be a little bit off. They're trying to simulate where it thinks the activity is going to be in relation to that wave moving through. And it's just, in this environment, it's a very hot, soupy environment, and it doesn't take much at all, not at all, to initiate storms in that kind of environment. So today, that will be a possibility. Here's what the NAM has, and this is starting off about mid-afternoon here. You get some initiation across south-central Pennsylvania. This moves eastward, but there are broken parts of this line here. This isn't like a solid line that we were seeing last night on the for projecting for today, which it did have. But it has parts of this line here with some thunderstorms in it. So you could have an isolated thunderstorm roll through the area. I'm actually intentionally using the composite reflectivity to pick up everything here. And this is the worst it gets on the NAM. If I take that off, it's really isolated. So this is 1 kilometer above ground reflectivity. So it's showing very isolated activity here. Might be a little bit more than this, but this is just isolated stuff for the most part moving through. And it's generally looking at late afternoon, early evening, kind of that same 4 to 8 window that we were looking at yesterday. So this is what we're looking at for storms today. The Storm Prediction Center does have a marginal risk out because any of these storms could go rogue severe, maybe a little bit stronger, with some severe wind gusts. That would be the main threat, straight line, of course, with any kind of storms today. But I just don't think the coverage is going to be quite as extensive as it was yesterday. So toning it down a little bit, but still a possibility today is the basic gist of that idea. And then on Thursday, the global models have nothing either. Either does the NAM. And the reason for that is there's a little bit of a capping inversion up at the 650, 700 millibar level. A little capping inversion. We have a little bit of a warm layer that prevents thunderstorm growth. So that should allow most of the area to stay dry here on Thursday. We're going to allow for just a stray shower or thunderstorm chance anyway, just to cover the possibility. Nothing's ever impossible when it comes to this kind of environment. Again, we're going to be 93 to 98. Even with a capping inversion, if something's able to break through that cap, you could have a storm pop up. It's not impossible, but the odds are going to be very low on Thursday. Thursday is probably the driest day of the next 3. Once we get to Friday, the cap lifts, and you have the isolated chance similar to what we have today, okay? Your best chance, though, here's Friday, by the way. Just isolated thunderstorms once again here on Friday. Your best chance is going to be on Saturday as this cold front moves through. The cold front is going to move through and bring scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly during the afternoon and evening. We have to watch for some severe potential, especially for southeastern areas. And before I get to that, here on Friday, our far northwestern areas within our coverage area could get into some severe storms if these storms can survive that far. A place like Williamsport State College, Selinsgrove, they have to watch for those areas, especially up in the mountain terrain up here in Pennsylvania. That's where I think we're going to be dealing with the possibility for some stronger storms on Friday already. Once we get to Saturday, I think it's further southeast because the cold front timing is such that it's going to be coming into hot, humid air mass for our southeastern areas, and that could produce some severe weather with that too. Again, we're probably talking about straight line wind damage, bearing storms with some gusty winds, and that's about it. So once this moves through, that would be being an organized trigger. Should have a better potential here with the severe weather aspect of things here on Saturday. We'll take a look at this a little bit closer once we get closer, because right now we're still sitting here on Wednesday trying to project Friday and Saturday as far as severity. The potential is there synoptically, but we'll see. Storm Prediction Center actually outlined those northwest areas for Friday in their Day 4 outlook, which is a little bit further than they usually go. But, we'll keep an eye on both Friday and Saturday, I think, for those areas I mentioned for that reason. Behind that, we have more stable air. We have less humid air and temperatures back into the 80s again, somewhat more comfortable, and maybe near to very slightly below average for this time of year. We're talking about temperatures that are going to be in the 82 to 85, 86 degree range from northwest to southeast, both Sunday and Monday behind this front. So it should be pretty nice. High pressure is going to build across New England and help with that as winds shift to a northerly direction. That's going to turn to northeast on Monday. Then we're going to have to watch for the remnants of what is now, or at least the time this video was recorded, was potential cyclone number 6. It's down in the eastern Caribbean. Keeping an eye on that for its advance toward the Florida Peninsula. And then what it does after that is still up in question. The GFS still doesn't have anything for our area, but this is trying to bring some scattered showers and thunderstorms well ahead of this system in the southeastern United States that could come in as early as Tuesday. That's just the European model projection. So we kept low, which is a lot of uncertainty with that right now, and there's a long way to go before next Tuesday to iron out those details. GFS, again, has absolutely nothing across our region. It has this system kind of just dying over the Ohio Valley eventually, not even affecting us. The European model, though, does take it through our area as we get into the mid to late week period next week. Again, we're going to cross that bridge when we get there. We're not going to start hyping up a potential remnant low bringing heavy rain to the region or anything like that. It is possible, but we're going to just take it one day at a time, and this is way too far out to take seriously at this point. So we're just going to continue to monitor that. I think the biggest thing is just the headlines are going to be, obviously, the heat and humidity the next couple of days. Take it easy if you're outside, both from today through Friday, and maybe even Saturday for southeastern areas till those storms come through. But it looks like isolated storms today, and then probably stray at best tomorrow with that capping inversion, back to isolated Friday, scattered and more widespread here on Saturday as the cold front moves through the region. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for August 11th, 2021. Have a great Wednesday.